Hey, why don't we kick this thing off? Kevin, why don't you give a good explanation about what cost segregation is and how you can use it in your real estate investments?
Happy to. And what I'm going to do is actually, before we go into what I'm doing, everyone on the call likely knows about straight line depreciation. That's what automatically happens when someone buys a property. So there's two ways to depreciate property: straight line depreciation, which, does that look good, guys? Do you need me to blow it up or anything?
No, that's perfect, actually.
Well, straight line, or they call it the alternative method, which is accelerated depreciation. So what we're looking at here is just a basic example. What happens anytime any of us go and purchase an asset, right? The federal government, the IRS, says commercial assets depreciate over 39 years, residential assets over 27 and a half years. My example here is with a 39-year property, but either way, the math is the same. So I want to start here again. Many of you guys probably already know this, but I'd love to start here because it really shows, once we show you what I do, major difference here. So let's just say I bought a piece of property today for $1 million. All my accountant's going to do, all the IRS wants him to do, is take my purchase price, they'll minus any land value out of that. Typically, we see 10 to 20% land value. Land doesn't depreciate, so we got to minus it from our equation. So let's say we buy $1 million hard asset. All my accountant's going to do is take $1 million divided by 39. That equals 25,600. It's actually 25,641, but I just kept it round numbers. In depreciation, all that means is from year 1 to year 39, or let's say I sell year 20, I get to reduce my taxable income by 25,600 because of depreciation, right? Because when you buy a building, anytime it snows, the roof's getting weaker. Anytime it rains, the brick's getting weaker, but incrementally. So the government says, hey, we know you're going to have to do some repairs down the line. Let's kick in some depreciation for you. So that's what's happening automatically. Depreciation is calculated like a write-off, right? So it's 25,006. Let's say I'm in the highest federal bracket. What that means is I get to reduce my income tax liability by 9472 every year from year 1 to year 39. The reason my service exists is because how many people are going to own their properties 39 years or 27 and a half? Right? The point of real estate, there are some legacy holders. I plan on being one, but it's usually get in, add some value, hold, let it appreciate, and either trade out or sell to make a nice buck. So what we're saying to a lot of investment owners, well, what's your plan with the property? If you don't plan on holding 39 years or 27 and a half for the multifamily guys, you don't get the full benefit of depreciation, right? So what we're saying is, why don't we front load some of that through cost segregation, and I'll go through what that is, so you get more of the depreciation benefit than you would otherwise.